Hey, what's going on, y'all? This is Stace from Hands in the Dirt, and today we're going to be getting this upper bed prepared to put my tomatoes and things in. I got several varieties of tomatoes that I want to go ahead and get in the ground. All right, so let's get into it. So the first thing we're going to do, I've already started with just grading this out a little bit. We're going to grade it out, try to get it level. Got some cabbage in here. I'm gonna pull. I'm gonna move these to another bed. Whoa. This is some Savoy cabbage. Now we're going to take this lawn fabric, get my blade, get some stakes. I'm not going to bring it flush with the side of this wall because I have some green onions planted right there. All right, I got my carrots down here, and then as we pan down this way, okay, I got the lawn fabric down. Cool. Y'all see my hostas and my roses and my gladius. Those roses, I transplanted some cuttings to the back. Same thing with the hosta, and they're doing really well. So what I'm going to do now is take my irrigation and put it back in place. All right, y'all, I have all my tomatoes, well, not all of them, but a lot of my tomatoes behind me right here. We have some different varieties. My tomatoes are a little bit behind because I lost a lot of them last month when we had an unexpected temperature drop down into the 20s. Although I had it in my greenhouse, and the greenhouse ambient temperature was way above freezing, I had water in the trays, and the water in the trays was actually cold. So I think my plants went through a shock, and from the ambient temperature, and then the temperature was actually with the water in the trays. And so I came out and a bunch of them were dead. So I had to start over with a lot of these. But anyway, we're gonna go ahead and get these in the ground. Georgia has a long growing season. So we're gonna go ahead and get a bunch of these varieties in the ground. So let's get into it. All right, so the first thing we're gonna plant is the Cherokee tomatoes. So I put this lawn fabric down because last year I had a lot of tomatoes fall to the ground and they seeded themselves, and I had tomato plants everywhere. So hopefully this will keep that down and keep the weeds down. So we're gonna go ahead and cut a hole here. Weed over. Dig a hole. I like to plant my tomatoes deep, but these aren't as large as I would like them to be, but that's okay. So we're gonna put some of this fertilizer in there that I used on my cucumbers the other day. And like I said, they're 3-5-5. We'll put a little bit in there like that, mix it up. And these are Cherokee purples. I grew these last year. This is a very good variety of tomato. So we'll pull this off, and I'm gonna bury this deep. I'm probably gonna bury it to there. Okay, so I need to dig a little deeper. There we go. Now let's backfill it. All right, that's one. Tease these apart. Take that out. We'll backfill it. All right, let's get the next one in. All right, there we go, y'all. Cherokee purple. All right, let's move on. Next, we'll be planting some white tomatoes. I've never planted these before. I got these from the Bull's garden. So we're gonna get some of these in the ground, see what happens. All right, I'll put these back. Put some soil back in this. Share that with somebody. So I've already got the holes dug. I've already got the fertilizer in the hole. So we're just gonna backfill it. Same thing here. Here. All right, y'all, there we go. White tomatoes. All right, y'all, the next tomato that I'll be planting is a red snapper tomato. The red snapper, it's a hybrid tomato that I got from House Tools. I've been really wanting to grow this tomato, and now I have them. It's a hybrid, supposed to put out a really big tomato. That's what I want. I want some slicers. I want something that I can make spaghetti sauce and that type of thing out of. So let's get these in the ground. All right, as you guys can see, I've already dug the holes. So I got the holes dug. Go push the roots down in there like that. We got the fertilizer in there. Backfill the top. Soil like that. Do this one. Split these roots. Fill it. Same thing with this one. The roots way down. Little backfill with dirt. Get the air pockets out of it. All right. I'm not going to show you guys me planting all of these. I'll just show you planting these three. There you go, red snapper. All right, guys, as you can see, I have all my tomato plants in, and I have my sprinklers on. But as you notice, the water isn't going out as far as I would want it to. So the problem is right here on this line right here in this other bed. All right, we're getting a lot of the pressure going right there. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to come and put a valve right there to shut it off. Like I got the valve right here, so I can control that water, and the pressure will be up in the first bed. All right, guys, so here's the valve. I'm going to put the valve right here. So I'm going to need to make some cuts. Let's see. Cut it right here. Then I'll put this in right here. And turn it to lock it. Then I'll cut it about, I'll say about right there. Oh, my snips. I need to sharpen. Okay. Now I'll place this over this like this. Twist it on tight like that. Now I can turn that valve off to this line. Now let's see what happens. All right, so let's go over everything with my tomatoes that I planted yesterday. So these are my Cherokee purples. I have some white tomatoes right here. We go over right here. We have our red snapper tomatoes. Then I come all the way over here. We have Hassinator tomatoes. These tomatoes are by Haas Tools. It's a new hybrid tomato they just put out this year. And the red snappers are from Haas Tomatoes also. And then we come down here, we have some cherry tomatoes. And then I got a few more varieties I'm gonna put on the end down here. When I come and pull this parsnip out, I'll probably extend it on down this way also. All right, y'all. We got all the tomatoes planted. Well, most of them anyway. I still got a lot more to plant. Got some other varieties to plant, but so far I got what I got in the ground. If you like my content, like and subscribe. And remember, if you have some seeds, put them in the dirt.